Hello there, this is Sheldon again. Welcome back to iOS eTutorials. Today I'm going to talk about UI search bar in our table view. So this will be part of the playlist I have made for all the topics for table view in our channel. If you want to be an expert in table view, so check our playlist out. Okay, let's get started. So here we are at the Xcode. I will run the project for now. I have prepared a view controller. It's a UI table view controller with images, a name, photo taken in year, and photo taken by whom. So it doesn't matter this picture is really taken by this year or taken by whom. I just hard code everything. So the thing is, in our table view controller, I first get this data array, which is an array of the model. So as its name is a model that I created for the use of data array. So this model is a subclass of an object, and it will have three properties: image name, image year, and image by. So which will be image name, image year, and image by. And I rewrite the init function. So when we define a model, when we init a model, you need to give the name, year, and by. So in this case, the self.image name, self.image year, self.image by is updated by the input values. So I also create one class function called generated model array, which will be invoked here. So as you can see, I'm defining the data array using model.generate model array. So this one will return us an array of model. So inside of this function, I first create an empty array of model, and then I append new element. Everything is hard coded. So the first element has the name image 0, year 2000, and by Sheldon. Second one is name image 1 2010, and name by Sheldon, which is my Chinese name, and then whatever. So we will have 5 elements in this array, and all this images name is matching all the images I prepared here. So when I display the images in the table view, I use let's see here. When I display the images, image here in the table view cell, I use UI image named. So in this case, I can use that name to find exact picture here. So let's quickly go through all the functions in our table view controller. First, number of sections, we return 1. A number of rows, we return the data array.count. So 5 elements in this data array, and we return 5 rows, which is here 5 rows. And then we define a cell. Cell is equal to TableView DQ reusable cell with identifier, which is what I have created. This identifier, which is cell 1. And if we get back here, and I'm updating the UI elements in this cell. So I'm updating name label, cell image view, cell by label, and cell year label, which is, you can see all the properties I have dragged here using storyboard. So this first label is matching name label, second one is year label, third one is by label, final one is the image view. Okay, so this is what I have prepared for our project. Now we need to implement our search bar. Okay, so there's 2 ways. Technically there's infinite ways to put your search bar. The first option is that you can put search bar in the section header. That will be a choice. Second one is you can put your search bar, hard code your search bar in the table view header. So section header is the header of this section. The table view header is the header of the whole table view. Find the property of search bar show scope bar. Okay. Is true. So we're gonna use scope bars titles. We're gonna filter our name as well as year plus by. Okay, so after that we are setting our self.TableView.TableHeaderView equal to our search bar. So let's quickly run our project. So we have hard-coded one search bar with scopes. So what are these scopes? As you can see now, the scopes are the kind of tab bar. You can tab all these scopes to choose which one you want to filter. So next step, we need to implement some delegate method. So what we need to do first is to adopt the delegate method. SearchBar.delegate is equal to self, and we're gonna use search bar's delegate method. So we need to UI search bar delegate method. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this tag state change. And we can put it here. And we can put a pragma mark as search bar delegate. So now if you can see this search bar delegate section. Okay. So let's simply delete this one. So in the tag state change, we want to start to search everything when you typing it. So it will do the search every time you type a single character. Okay, I think it's more professional to design an enum. Let's design an enum. Selected scope, and it's a type of integer. So case name, we are returning zero. Case second one is year, we will make 1. Third one is by, we'll return 2. So we'll quickly set it up, the enum, and now we will need to filter. So when we can create one function called filter table view. We will take the index as integer to do the filter for different kinds. I mean different target kind of. So we need to use switch. I mean, we don't need to switch. So what we can do is filter table view with selected search bar selected index. Okay, so if so we're gonna have a switch here, switch ind here, case if the index is 0 or name selected scope dot name dot raw value. Same for every case. Okay, and the second one is year. Third one is by. So means this case means it shows more clear which case you are at. Means this one means you're selecting name as the filter target. So what we are gonna do is to filter array. So let's define an array. Filtered array is equal to what? Is equal to data array dot filter and is include what? Is include model mod. Let's put and return mod dot name. Yeah, image name contains contains text, the text in the search bar. So we also need to input the text of the search bar. So in this function we will need another input called text. Which is search text. So which is the input of this delegate method. And we will use this text here. So similarly, we can do the same thing, but it seems we don't need a name for this array. So we can directly return. Oh no, we don't need to return anything. So we okay. So the target is we redefine the data array. So now we need to make it var. In this case, the data array is updated by the data array dot filter. Okay. So we need to reload our table view. So this finished the first function of filter name. Similarly, we will do for the rest, which is year and by. And print no type. I mean, this will not be triggered because we are giving selected index, and selected index is always 0, 1, and 2. So we'll cover all the cases. Okay, so let's quickly run our project. So we're having this name, year, and by, and then we can type img. It's not returning anything. We type 0, it's not returning anything. Something is wrong with our filter method. Okay. First, we need to do one more check. So if search text is empty, means there's no characters there. So we need to update our data array again from the initial one. Okay. Which means no matter what we are filtering, once the search bar text field is cleaned, array should be returned without any problem. Oh, the thing is, initially we don't know which one is selected, although by UI this is selected, but we need to hard code search bar selected is equal to 0 at the initial stage. Just don't forget this as well. And one more thing is, we really want to make sure everything is in the same level, means we can use here, we can make sure everything is in lowercase, including the text.lowercase. So it means we are filtering without case sensitive. And if we run our project, if you search img, not 0, else is just hidden because we are searching image 0. And we need to do something to get our array back. Oh yeah, we were checking search text is empty, but we didn't reload our table. So just self table without reload it. So we also need to put in our condition that put one more extra condition that so which is just add an else here, because if the text field, I mean the search text is empty, we don't need to filter anything. In that case, the filter function will not mess up with our original cleaning case. So if we run our project now, the search bar, once the search text is empty, it will return the original data. So first is selected the first tab, which is the name, so we search 0, only return 0, and then we search 1 to return 1 until 4, I guess. Okay, and then if we search year, because we are using contains, so if we search 20, all the things has 20, and if we put 1 in 2010, 2015, and if we put 2020, only 1 shown. As well as here we have this by the name. If you guys put my name Sheldon, it will show this. So be sure that you are making this lowercase, case sensitive off. So in this case, you are checking lowercase for every single string. In this case, even if I put capital S here, I still can find the small s Sheldon here. Okay, I think this is pretty much about it. No matter how you get your data, you will put your data in a model. So in Swift, it is so convenient that you can filter your object, your array. I mean, you can only filter your array with object in it using this way, which is just directly take whatever you want. In this case, our model dot image name, and making it lowercase and contains whatever in this search bar text. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. This is pretty much about it. So the project will be available in GitHub, and I will post a link down in the description. Okay, that's it. All right, see you next time. Bye.